In just a moment, you will discover a secret used by the world's most successful billionaires and celebrities. This confidential info landed them fortunes and fame. If this leaves you guessing, then watch now and listen closely to what I'm about to say. This is Wayne Melton, and you'll soon find yourself stunned to learn how I'm using these methods to achieve my dreams. As amazing as this might sound, the process is simple, so easy that anyone can ask just one simple question and succeed. We're talking about asking the right questions to get everything you want: leisure, money, respect, and peace of mind. To be quite honest, I ask important questions whenever I want. And here's an amazing part: you can pose such queries too. Yes, here you have arrived at the perfect place, especially if this sounds as if something you would like to do. The founder of the frozen food industry, the late Clarence Frank Birdseye, once said, "Go around asking a lot of damn cool questions and taking chances." Well, today I'm going to teach you the right and perfect questions to ask to realistically get what you want in your family life, your career, and even in your finances. I promise to reveal the info here right away, quick and to the point, since I know your time is precious in today's hectic world. Oh, and you should know a lot of successful people are going to get angry, demanding that this website get shut down to limit the number of people who learn this vital secret. Because once you easily learn this simple skill on how to ask for what you want, you will readily use this tactic in every area of your life that you choose. Yes, I'm about to hand you invincible strength, enabling you to take control of almost every aspect of your own life. I assure you, this is far from a joke. We're talking about a mega powerful lifestyle strategy. This is especially important amid the current tough economic climate. I'm going to show you how my unique asking game positions you to learn how to grab what you want from life year-round. Imagine your relatives, work associates, and bankers all thinking, "How in the world did you make this happen?" To put myself in such a position, and for you too, I spent many years of intense research to discover how the world's most successful people ask for and eventually receive what they want. Ultimately, thanks to my persistence and dogged determination, I eventually cracked open the safe, revealing the closely guarded secret that they don't want you to know. In the process, I discovered amazing, compelling, true stories of people who used my asking game strategies to achieve world-renowned success. Here are snapshots of just a handful of the actual stories that I fully reveal. Tom. At age 12, he delivered newspapers to help support his struggling family. Later, during a high school wrestling match, he suffered a severe knee injury. Soon afterwards, he learned asking game techniques that put him onto a path toward a multi-billion-dollar career. Shia was just 12 years old, living in a poor, run-down Los Angeles neighborhood when he used asking game techniques to literally let his fingers do the walking through the yellow pages, calling prospects and landing himself on a path to a career valued at hundreds of millions of dollars. Kinu. While in his teens in the late 1980s, he drove a jalopy from Toronto, Canada, clear across the United States so that he could ask vital questions, a process that eventually landed him more than $1 billion. Jo. At age 30, she developed a product she thought could become a hot seller. Despite initial rejections from many people, Jo persisted by using asking game techniques, eventually getting a billion-dollar fortune for herself. As you might imagine, these are just some of the many true life stories that I relate in specific detail, giving simple, easy-to-understand methods that they used and that you can too. You see, individually, these people used the secret techniques that only some of us are lucky enough to employ. Most of the many specific examples that I give involve individuals who previously had endured severe hardship, sometimes in their personal lives, their professions, and with their finances. Like you can, starting as soon as today, they use these techniques to put their lives on course. overcoming difficulties to emerge as undisputed winners in the proverbial asking game that we call life. You see, the many true life asking game success stories that I give involve individuals who use these super powerful skills. Just imagine finally getting the respect you deserve. Imagine positioning yourself for the possibility of a life of leisure. Imagine, if you will, finally gaining peace of mind so that nagging worries are finally behind you once and for all. And part of the beauty of my asking game is you will not need a long time to learn this simple technique. You won't need to spend a lot of money to pose your questions, and you will not need to invent or build something to launch this system. As a matter of fact, a vast majority of the hogwash taught by most motivational gurus and self-help aficionados simply do not apply here. And no, we're not talking about simply asking for what you want, such as, please give me $1 million. That tactic rarely works, and when asking for things without using my amazing techniques, I'm afraid you would find yourself sadly disappointed. Lucky for you, though, I have specific techniques on how to ask to sharply increase the probability of getting what you desire. And I have set this information out so that you can begin right away. So what is the asking game anyway? In early childhood, you learned how to ask for things. In all likelihood, you asked your parents for treats or toys. Naturally, your wishes and desires blossomed as you grew older. But odds are great that you probably rarely got what you truly asked for or wanted out of life. This is where the asking game system and technique comes to play. Without question, this system literally changes the playing field, positioning you to reap the rewards that you deeply crave and rightfully desire. Yes, imagine having the asking game strategy set up for you, where all you need to do is employ varying degrees of 1, 2, or all 3 of the specific features that I teach. Throughout your everyday life, all you do is employ these easy-to-understand techniques, laser-targeted strategies designed to increase the probability of getting what you want. The list of benefits for you is seemingly endless. Do you need to know the best way to ask that special someone out on a first date? How should you ask someone for the big money and when? How can you get your favorite seat on an airliner? Indeed, the positive possibilities for you here are endless. And perhaps best of all, you'll be using techniques and strategies that some of the world's most famous and successful people have, until now, kept secret for themselves. If you want to make a hard effort to change your life around, that's what the motivational gurus teach. By contrast, the asking game system is easy enough to use right away. Anyone like me wants a hands-free, simple method to effectively ask for what we want. You see, I've simplified the system for you, spending many years researching the integral chore of asking for things, a task that so many of us usually fail to realize the importance of, the essential art of asking. Remember, this system is powerful, and you literally will never find the vital asking game skills laid out anywhere in the world but here, in this simple yet detailed fashion. Yes, like I say, play the asking game and take the path to what you want in life. Once you review the system, you'll realize the ease of using these strategies in your everyday life. All I ask is that you spend at least 1 minute daily using these methods to ask others for what you want. Can you do that? Is a measly minute every day worth your effort? Especially if doing so means positioning yourself for the possibility of what you desire? With my easy 3-pronged formula, you can start right away, from the comfort of your home, at the workplace, and even when dealing with financial institutions. At the minimum, all you need to do is choose a specific strategy, select a target, and then ask your question, all in just 1 minute a day at the very least. Then, after merely a day or a week or so, you'll start seeing positive results. Some of them emerging as minor steps forward in your life, and others major milestones. As you'll learn, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme of any kind, since overnight financial windfalls rarely occur, unless you win the lottery or receive a sizable inheritance. Instead, we're concentrating on a tried-and-true system and strategies that can generate positive results for you beginning right away. In keeping with my earlier promise, I'm avoiding any lengthy or pushy sales pitch. All I'm saying is that the asking game is easy to use. Simply ask certain questions of specific people and your day's work is done. Remember that only within your own heart can you plant the seed of positive change. The only necessary ingredients are desire, nurtured by can-do motivation. And then, voila! You're soon well on your way to personal, financial, and professional success by using the asking game. Positive interchange rarely if ever kicks into gear by following the latest fad. Instead, systems that are tried and true, such as the asking game, are known to position people for positive results. We're talking about an asking method that has successfully garnered hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, and even billions of dollars for individual people from diverse cultures worldwide. From the start, I vowed to give all visitors to this site the tools that they need to succeed at the asking game. This is my way of giving a positive contribution to the universe. And I'm continually fine-tuning and incorporating the many benefits of the asking game for my family and for myself as well. Remember, those of us who enjoy the many positive benefits of the asking game position ourselves for respect, leisure, and peace of mind. And so, right here, you have a decision to make. Employ asking game techniques in your life, or continue to receive the same overall type of results you've always had. I honestly believe and know that positive results await you. So right now, take the asking game for a test drive and discover the awe-inspiring power of this system. And actually, thanks to my 60-day money-back guarantee, losing with this system is impossible. So get started right now by clicking the Add to Cart button, and then I'll see you on the members side.